Ankle and foot mobility exercises. Some of these are quite simple. So you can basically just have your foot forward and point your foot and flex your foot. When you do this, think of it as a straight line, so it's not rolling in, it's just up and down. You can also do inward and outward. Getting that movement in the inward and outward movement of the foot ankle. And you can combine that into a circling feeling, where you're combining those two actions. You can circle in each direction. So these are simple movements for the ankle. Make sure you do both sides. So point, flex, inward, outward. Notice how I use my hand to support my knee. So the movement is just in the foot ankle. It's not a rolling of the hip or knee. And you can combine it with the circle movement in both directions. So this is for the ankles. Now for the toes, you can do simple toe mobility. You can curl the toes and lift and spread the toes. Curl, lift and spread. Curl, lift and spread. Both sides. So curl, lift and spread. Curl, lift and spread. Curl, lift and spread. If you need a little bit more mobility, you can use your hands to assist. If you've got the hip flexibility, bring the leg up onto the other thigh. Take a finger and put it in between each of your toes. Spread the toes wide apart, and then the same thing, just stretch the toes down and up. And this is a little bit of what we call assisted mobilizing, helping to get that movement into the toes. You can do that on both sides. So from the hand that's underneath the foot, spread each toe, hold and support the ankle, and then you can flex the toes down, extend them up to get that mobility. This spreading of the toes helps if your foot's got very tight from being in shoes. Good. And then one other mobilizer is to use a tennis ball. So you can use the tennis ball and roll and massage your foot over. So you can mobilize going forward and backward. You can find particular spots in the foot or the arch where it feels really nice to have that massaging pressure. And you can roll the toes, extending them and flexing them over the tennis ball. So tennis ball is a really nice way of getting that mobility. So rolling forward and back over the arches. You can find the little tender points and give it a little bit more pressure massage. Inside and outward. Or you can find the toes and roll across to extend and flex. Just all helping to wake up that mobility in your feet. So these are some simple foot and ankle mobilizing exercises.